Welcome back to the big show. Kyler Moore is a 23-year-old CAF athlete that excels in sit volleyball and para beach volleyball. When he was 13 years old, his right leg was amputated, which led him to meet Mr. Bob Babbitt. And together they are sitting with us this morning on Good Morning San Diego. Thank you so much.
Always a pleasure, Paul. Thanks so much for having us.
Let's start with you, Kyler. Tell us about the day your life changed, or the series of events that led to your life changing.
Yeah, so when I was about 8 or 9 years old, had a little birthmark on my foot that started to hurt. It got to the point where I couldn't even kick a soccer ball anymore. So finally, parents and I went in, started to figure it out. All the doctors are like, you know, we don't necessarily know what this is. Let's see what we can do. Went around the country kind of figuring it out. And about after 3 years of just, I think, 11 or 12 surgeries and
nothing worked.
Excruciating pain, it was time.
And man, that's a tough decision to say, hey, how much pain do you have to be in before you decide it's better to be without the limb? I mean,
quite a bit, yeah.
So it's excruciating pain. When waking up from that, when your leg is not there anymore, what goes through one's mind?
You know, I used a little bit of French when I woke up, you know, a little bit of language. I would just look down and I was like, wow, that thing's gone. Yeah.
But you were out of pain?
Out of pain, completely. So right away.
So did you make the right decision?
Oh, 100%. I wouldn't be where I am right now, you know?
Well, right now you're sitting to one of the most important people in San Diego, Mr. Bob Babbitt. Bob, how did your two paths cross?
Well, mainly it was Travis Ricks, who ran our programs department at CAF. He was introduced to Kyler and went to visit him in the hospital. And basically, here's Travis is a single above knee amputee, lost his leg to cancer, so somebody this guy can relate to. And he's like, listen, I play sit volleyball, I do para triathlon, where I think a lot of people think, my leg's gone, I'll never play sport again, my life is over. And it's like, well, wait a second, look at all these options that are out here. And now he's playing sit volleyball, para beach volleyball, which is something we're trying to get into the Paralympics for 2032 in Brisbane. There's a good chance that this kid will be there.
Help me out, excuse my ignorance, what's sit volleyball?
Sit volleyball is really for amputees, and it's a Paralympic sport. You're sitting on the ground with a lower net. And it's the American team, the women's team, has won the last 3 gold medals. We were there in Paris when they won the gold medal there. But it's basically you're playing on a lower net, and you're mainly single amputees, but there are some doubles as well.
There's some doubles, people with backwards feet, all sorts of things.
Having the sports avenue provided, you know, in large part by CAF, is it fair to call that a lifesaver, or certainly a life changer for you, right?
Yeah, my entire world opened up again. I played soccer my whole life, and I was able to just step into being able to walk again, kick a soccer ball, play basketball, and then volleyball found me, kind of.
It's been 10 years. 10 years since he was at San Diego Triathlon Challenge, I think is where he received his prosthetic.
I always do this in this segment, but you know, there's somebody out there like you, somewhere who, and maybe they haven't crossed paths with Bob yet, and they're having their darkest days. What do you say to that person?
I say find your community, put some love in it, step into the world, play sports. Yeah, there's some beautiful people out there, and I've nonstop been changed by the people I meet constantly in this world. Everyone
I've met that Bob's brought in, and I think it's largely because a lot of you are in the ambassadorial role, but you're all great communicators. Do you have, is that something you always had, or is this something you've been forced into now that you have this new role in life?
You know, that respect for just enjoying life and finding other people in the world and just creating is kind of, I think, the patience that has gotten me through a lot of things.
What people don't realize, Paul, is when you're missing a leg or if you're in a wheelchair, every time you leave the house, the spotlight is on you. You either embrace it or you shrink from it. Embracing it.
Well, before we go,
yes,
I think we should do it. We have a little surprise for you. Bob, would you like to, with your honors, please, just reach over the sofa?
I think we can just.
Tanya can do that.
Okay.
What is this about?
This is a time of year where we give out our grants, our CF
my
grants.
gosh.
Last year we sent out $6.6 million worth of grants, 4,025 grants. There's March Madness, I call this March Magic. And it's a $2,000 grant from my man here.
Wow, that's incredible. Thank you.
We're kicking off our grant season, and we're kicking it off in style. Kyler, $2,000 to travel. He went to Turkey to go compete in para beach volleyball, so he needs these dollars.
Absolutely cool. You're going to have to find an ATM in Hamul that takes checks.
We'll see,
I believe
yeah.
there's one place. I just have to kind of...
Yeah.
Young man, it's an honor to meet you. I wish you continued success. We'll be talking again down the road when you're doing your Olympic thing, okay?
Sweet deal.
In the meantime, thanks for sharing your story, Bob. Thank you for keeping these incredible athletes coming through.
Thank you, buddy.
It is one of the coolest things we do.
Thanks for all your support.
Come on. I'm but a speck of sand in this operation. I'll tell you what you guys are doing is nothing short of amazing.